Hi everyone, my name is Max Wolf. I'm a TA for CS61A in spring 2015, and I'm going to be covering solutions to discussion section 1, in which we talked about control, environment diagrams, and higher order functions. This video is going to cover environment diagrams, and we're going to use those environment diagrams to help us with higher order functions. Okay, let's get started. Alright, in our first question, we're asked to draw the environment diagram that results from running the following code. Okay, so the code is a equals 1, we define a function b, we set a equal to a call to b with the value a as an argument, and then in the next line we set a equal to the call to b with the value a as an argument again. Okay, so whenever we start with environment diagrams, we're going to first create a global frame. Okay, so our global frame is called global, and we're going to read from the top down just like you normally would. Okay, so we have a local variable a. It's going to be a global variable actually, and it's going to be assigned the value 1. Next, we define a function b, and whenever we define a function, we'll need to create that function on our right-hand side. You can think of the left-hand side as a set of names, and the right-hand side as a set of functions. So we'll create a function b, is going to take as an argument b, and its parent is the global frame. Okay, so now we're not going to read the stuff that's in here. Python is only going to evaluate in this first set the things that are on this first indent line. Okay, until we call the function b, we're not going to read what's inside. So in our third line right here, a equals b with the argument a, we're going to first do what we do whenever we call a function. We're going to evaluate our operator, which is b. So we're going to look to see if we have b in the global frame. In this case we do. We're going to look at our function b. And then we have an operator, or an operand, called a. And a is equal to 1 in this case. So let's create a new frame, because whenever we call a function, we'll create a new frame. I'm going to create a frame f1. It's named b. The true name of the function is b. And its parent is global. And the parent is going to tell us where we want to look if we need to look up values. Alright, so let's make a box for this. Now it starts off with a local variable, which is its argument. So we're going to have b, and it's assigned to a, which was 1. The value of a, which was 1. And now we're going to return, our return value is a plus b. So here, we're going to, whenever we look up values, we're going to look inside of our local frame first. We don't see an a, so we're going to look to our global frame, which is, or to our parent frame, which is global. In our global frame, we're going to find the value a, which is 1. So we can say 1 plus b, which we have in our local frame, 1. And our return value is going to be 2. So now, since we're assigning our global a to the return value of b called with a, we can erase this. Oops. We can erase this and replace it with 2. Okay. So now that we've read this line, we're done. We can now read this second line, or this second A evaluation here, second A assignment here. So we're going to make a new frame. It's going to be the same function b. So we're going to call b, which has a parent that's global. It's got the same local variables, a local variable b. And now we want to see what the value of a is. So we look at our operator, which is b. We've made a new frame for b. And the value of our operand is equal to a. So we're going to look for a in our global frame, which is right here. It's 2. We're going to assign b to 2. And our return value is a plus b. We're going to look for a in our frame 2 first. We're not going to find it, so we're going to go to our parent, which is global. So in our global, we're going to look for a. We find a. It's 2. We have 2 plus 2 is 4. And now we're going to return 4 and assign a to 4. Okay, so that was 3.1.1. It was a pretty straightforward environment diagram problem. Now we're going to go to our slightly harder environment diagram problem.